Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys just a couple of ideas that are easy but unique things that you can add to your plot. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also don't forget that now that it is officially November, these will be sent out this month, and I am so excited. This is the MADRINAS and Palia Elderberry Lemonade Bundle Collab, and you can use code CHI to save 20% off. All right, so let's get started with my first idea. This one is really easy. And I saw someone else do this and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So if you have a house like this and you have a little, what would you call this? A little like front patio area, I guess, a little walkway. I'm just gonna take some gems and I'm just gonna put them around the sides and just make it look really nice and colorful. I don't know why I love this so much. I thought this was such a creative thing to do. I just realized that this purple and that blue kind of look the same, so I'm gonna move that one there. I want to kind of separate these just a little bit. And this is why you always save just a couple of gems so that way you can decorate with them. I just realized I only have one green one emerald. Tell me those emeralds are hard to get without telling me. Doesn't this look so cute? So simple, so easy, but it really just like adds a little bit of pop of color. Okay, and speaking of gems, I'm gonna make a little rainbow gem fairy, kind of like a garden. I'm gonna start with the Ravenwood floor decor. These you can change the color, so I'm gonna go a more feminine route, but you can definitely change the colors and go a different route if that's what you want. So I'm gonna start off with that, and then the first thing I'm gonna do is start off with my gems. So I'm gonna place a gem at each corner, about a gem at each corner. Since I have a couple extra, I'm gonna add in a few more. So we'll put one right here, we'll put you right there and right here. Definitely need to go hunt more gems, it looks like. Okay, I think that looks good. We're gonna add one more right there, one more right there, and then I do have some jasmines, so we'll go like that. Okay, I like how that looks. And then we're gonna add in some flowers. So I'm gonna add in some edamon flowers. These are the new ones. I think these are called the spooky blossoms. We're gonna add in some Veronica flowers and some tulips. So I'm just gonna kind of spread these out. I don't really have like an objective. I'm just gonna spread them out a little bit. I should also have, yeah, I also have these. These are like the glow in the dark ones. All right, let's put some right here in the center. Okay, I like the way that looks. Maybe add one more tulip in the center. Okay, and then we're gonna add in a couple of floating candles. The whole purpose of this was to just look very colorful, very bright. Okay, I like the way that looks. I'm gonna see, I realize I kind of wanted to put stones around this, so let's see how if I can fit these without making it look... I kind of wanted to make a circle. Let's see if I can do it. I think if I pick up this candle, I'll be able to place this and then replace the candle down. Same thing with the flowers. I should have done this first. Wait, that worked right there. I want a smaller version of this. There we go. Right there. Do I get another small one? Beautiful. Okay, that's almost exactly what I wanted. Okay, and then we're gonna place down this moonstruck. This is the moonstruck lantern. And then we also have the fungi planter. I did change the color on that as well. And then we have the candles. Go ahead and get everything on. Turn on. I have a grimoire that's also pink. I didn't even know I could make it pink, and I love it. And then I have one ground candle to put somewhere. And then we are going to add in some plushies. I have some pillow plushies I'm going to add. And then I also love the lanterns. Maybe this can be like our piece in the back. And then the color of this floatfish plush is perfect. Rainbow tipped butterfly, our queen. We gotta add a couple of these. Our Sandy. And then our towel plushie. I thought the towel plushie could go like front and center. Oh, let me move this one back. And then I'm gonna add in this moonstruck. I wonder if I could fit it right here-ish. Let's put it right there. This is the moonstruck sundial. I think that's really pretty. And then I love this small rocks. I like that. And then we have the rug. So if you have like for instance, if I wanted to make this the entrance, I could add this right here. But I guess you don't really need the rug. I kind of want to add the rug over here if it'll stay. See if I can put it. I kind of like it right there, actually. That looks really nice. And then as always, you could add in more candles. You can add in more flowers, more plushies. Kind of make it how you want. I'm gonna add in one more right there. And then maybe one more right here. All right, so this is our little fairy garden. I actually love this. This looks so good. Don't forget you could add bushes, trees, but I'm gonna leave mine kind of out in the open like this. Okay, this next one is really, really easy. If you have a little corner of a house and you're not really sure what to put in it, I'm gonna take a moonstruck coffee table, and we are gonna put a wooden paver on top of it. Our wood slab paver, and then we are gonna take one of these. This is the Spring Fever chimney. I don't know if I said that right. Hopefully I did. We're gonna turn that on so you can see it kind of like turns on. It makes it look really nice. It just brings it up to eye level and makes it look really cute. And then we're just gonna decorate the back of it a little bit. So I'm gonna do one of these on each side. These are the Maji Market moon banners. And then I'm gonna add some plants to the side of it as well. And then we have this as well. I'm gonna add that to the side. I'm gonna get it as close as I can. And then depending on what you're kind of doing, I'm just gonna add in some elderwood small planters. I had an idea. I kind of want to add in a quartz to the front. Maybe we'll move this back. See if I can fit this other quartz. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. And then we are gonna take these. Can you place these inside? Okay, never mind. You cannot. Oh, nope, you can't place those inside. Okay, never mind. And then we're gonna take some candles. Let's see if I can stick these on here. Okay, maybe not. Can I stick them in the front? Oh, looks like it's gonna fall off. Okay, never mind to that. We're gonna take the smaller ones and put these on the side. All right. So I really like how that looks. You can always add more to it. I just like the fact that it's like built up a little bit. So it just adds in that little bit of detail. And then you have the quartz and the flowers, and you can add in more stuff on the walls, but definitely make this your own. Okay, and then if you are still needing another part of your house, or you didn't necessarily like this idea, I do have another idea. So this one's going to involve some books around a coffee table. So we're going to take a homestead coffee table. This will work with any coffee table. Particularly, you're going to need the homestead stool and a gourmet cup. Okay, so we have our gourmet soup bowl. We're gonna put that right on the top of there. Pick up your gourmet soup bowl, and that's what it's gonna look like. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna add books all the way around the outside, kind of in a circular motion. So we're gonna start here, and we're just gonna go all the way around. You're gonna try to get it as best as you can in a circle. You might just have to place them and then come back through and kind of fix the circle. Okay, so we have our books placed, and I realized halfway through that the stool on the top is not placed perfectly. So we are going to try again on that. Still not there. Okay, that's much better. Okay. And then I'm going to move the books a little bit closer together, try to get them more centered in a circle. And I also just feel like I need a little bit more. Okay, that was a little bit of a tedious process. We can see in the end, it looks really, really good. I did go ahead and pick up some of the gems that I had, so I'm going to place those on the inside. I'm just going to scatter them a little bit here and there. Don't have to be perfect. I'm going to move this one over just a wee bit. Okay, I think that looks great. That chair is still not centered. It's going to be really hard to center that, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then we are going to place some pillows around. We're kind of making like a little reading station. I really like it. We also have the ladder because it's very cozy. We're going to place some candles all the way around. And then on the top of the stool, I have a couple different options to show you guys. The first one is gonna be the Elderwood small lamp. So depending on your style, depending on what you like, is gonna be the better option for you. So that's the first one. The second one is the mermaid lamp. This one's actually beautiful. I love that one. And then the next one's gonna be the lily. That one's also very pretty. And then this is the homestead, I believe. This is the ranch house. I'm sorry, that's the ranch house. So that is what those ones look like, but just put a lamp on top and it looks so good. Don't forget also too to, change the wallpaper, change the flooring, add a carpet on the bottom if you want to, or a rug. Lots of pillows, plushies, and you can really make this look really nice. Okay, so for our last option, I've done a similar version of this in my past videos, but for this one, I thought about using the Grow All Out sofa. This is the Grow All Out couch. And so we're gonna make another version of the piano, but instead we are gonna use this version where you use this and then the same thing, the wood plank pavers, and we're gonna take all of our knives and we're gonna place the sharp side to the back and we're just gonna go all the way across. Actually, I've realized I'm gonna bring them up a little bit closer. So these are meant to look like the keys of a piano. Okay, mine is not going to be perfect because I want to make sure I save 3 for something that I'll show you guys in a second. So now we need to take another paver, and I think I need the gourmet cup for this. Hang on one second. Okay, I got my gourmet soup. Where did I get it in the past? Okay, so what I had to do was I had to leave space in the middle. So I wonder if I can put the keys back now that I've... Okay, I cannot. So just make sure you leave a little bit of space for the gourmet soup bowl. And then we're going to go ahead and put a grimoire in the middle. I'm going to put the 3 pronged candles on each side. And then we're going to do some floating candles around this as well, because why not? It makes it look very majestic. We're going to add in more candles because you just never have enough. Okay, turn that on. I'm also going to add in a little makeshift flower pot if I can get it to fit. Let's see. I should be able to. All right, and then I saved those 3 because we're going to put 3 on the bottom to make it look like the little keys on the bottom of the piano. Actually, I feel like it might be better if you use soup or spoons for that. Okay, decided to go make some spoons. All right, so I got that. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna decide, actually, I think I already decided. This chair is a little bit too big, I feel like. So kind of pick which one you feel like could be nice, but I really like this one. And then we have one more candle, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one to fit, so we may not add that one. And then don't forget that you can add in some plants, add in some flowers, add in some bushes, and just make it your own. Also, don't forget, I'm gonna steal this rug. This rug could look really good under this, if it will work. Only problem is that I just realized I covered up those spoons. So maybe put the spoons on the top of the rug. Will that work? Will they stay? Oh, I just learned something. They will not stay on top of the rug. So that's the only bad part. If you use a rug, you will not be able to use the spoons. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked any of these ideas and you use them, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. For the first time, I am going to link my Discord in the description of this video. So if you guys have any ideas or you use any of my ideas and you want to post and show me on Discord, I would love to see them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.